Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a cash stuffing and sinking funds stuffing for paycheck number 1 of March. First, let me just say, please ignore my nails. They are absolutely horrendous right now. I did have gel nail polish on them, but the gel eventually did start to peel off. And I don't know about you guys, but I am a notorious nail polish picker. Like if I start to see it come up, I will just peel it off because it'll irritate me. So all of it's gone. I am gonna wait a couple weeks just to give my nails a break, and then I will go back for like a full set. So eventually we will be back to a normal, regularly scheduled program over here. But to start off, I kind of wanted to talk about my budget breakdown. I use the app Good Notes as like a rough draft type thing. And then I put my final budget numbers in my budget binder over here, which is this Plum paper planner. Here, I go ahead and put all my final numbers in this, and I just work off of this per week. You know, going back to looking at the paychecks, I work off of this. So in my like little rough draft here, I don't know if you guys can see it pretty well, but obviously, so this is my rough draft paycheck over here. I write down how much I get paid, break down how much I think each, or you know, what my bills are going to be that month, and then what they actually are. So for rent, insurance, car, phone, my iMac, my YouTube subscription, and Photoshop, all of these I divide into 2 to make it easier since I do get paid bi-weekly. So for instance, my rent is not $275. I really wish it was. But my portion of the rent is like $550 a month on average. So I just divide that into 2, which comes about to $275 per paycheck, and I just divvy that up. So my car is like $414, divvy that up into $207 per paycheck. And these are my fixed expenses. These don't change, so I know exactly each month, these are going to be the same amount. Roughly, rent can change because I do put utilities into this number. But for the most part, it's around $275, maybe $280. So I just keep it in the fixed expenses section. Let me move it over here. For variable expenses, these are like my credit card, how much I pay or estimated to pay each month, and then my cash envelopes. So like groceries, gas, eating out, household allowance. These are all of these envelopes here, my cash envelopes. So I will estimate how much I think I want to put away for this paycheck. And then actually, once I get my paycheck, see how much it is, all that information. Then I go in and actually put how much I'm going to put into here. So after I do my fixed expenses and my variable expenses, I will subtract this total and this total from what I expect to get paid. And this is this number up here, how much I have left over to stuff. So for instance, I thought I would only be left with $286, and that puts me into, okay, sorry for the glare. That means I have $286 left over after all of my bills and my cash envelopes are stuffed to stuff my sinking funds. So I'll just go through like what is the most important that I need to stuff right now. For instance, it's my baby's envelope and the wedding envelope are probably the 2 most important ones right now, plus medical and beauty, since I am getting some, my hair done. So that's going to be pretty expensive. So those 3 things I would say are the ones I need to get stuffed like immediately. The rest I just put in how much, $5, $10, whatever it is you guys can put in your sinking funds, that's how much you guys can put in your sinking funds. There's no minimum, maximum of how much you can stuff in there for a paycheck. If you only have like $30 left over to play with, go ahead and put $1 into your sinking funds. Adding something is at least better than adding nothing. So if you can add, you know, $1, $2, $3, whatever it is, that's at least you're stuffing your sinking funds and starting to build up that number. It's $3 more than what it was last week. So like for instance, debt snowball, I only put $5 in there, but actually since I had more to play with or more left over, I actually put more in there. So I kind of just go based off of what is more important to me that I need to stuff right now, and then the ones that are like later on or like not least important, like travel. Girl's not going anywhere, okay? Pandemic. So I budgeted $5, but I was like, okay, I actually have more I can budget with, so I'm gonna put $10 in there. Christmas, kind of far down the line, so I'm only gonna put $5 in there. So it really just depends on what you guys not prioritize, but what you guys want to stuff, and you know, what kind of takes priority at the moment. So I'm sure beauty along the line, that probably won't get $40. It'll probably get $5, maybe $10 after my hair appointment and everything. So I hope that makes sense. If not, I'll try to make another video, but that's kind of like a rundown of how I do my budget. And then this is just letting me know exactly how much is going into each cash envelope and sinking funds after I already do this rough draft. And then once this is stuffed and everything, then I go ahead and put this in to that binder right there, that budget binder, because I do work off that each week. And what I mean by that is, so I'm gonna have to move these real quick. So this is my budget binder. So like out of these cash envelopes, I weekly check in. So I have a little notebook that I write in how much I spent. So if I went to the grocery store, I'll put in that little notebook, like fries, $60 or whatever. And then I go in here and put an expense tracker for when I made that payment. So on the 10th, I went to Target, spent $24 out of my grocery envelope. And then each week I check in to see how much I have left over and what we can, like, what I have left for the week. And then this is where, you know, I do my budget and everything. This is where I weekly check in for those cash envelopes. And this is where I put all of the budget stuff that I just did in my iPad. So this is kind of like the final draft. This is more rough draft. I can erase easy on this. I can play around on this. And then this is like said and done. And then sinking funds here, transaction log for the sinking funds. And that is it. So yeah, hope that makes sense, guys. If not, I will definitely try to make another video, but let's go ahead and get into this cash stuffing. So to start off with groceries, it's getting $60 this time, and we do have extra. We have 20, 40, 60. Usually I will roll this over, but I'm gonna keep it the same because, or usually I'll like put this in another envelope. But we are having our baby shower soon. So I'm actually just gonna keep that in there for the food and stuff and just add on this $60. So 20, 40, 50, 60. We have 20, 40, 50, 60. So now groceries should have $120. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 10, 20. Wait, what? 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110. Oh, because I had 50, yeah. 110. 110. Perfect. All right, gas is gonna get $40. This we have $10. I'm gonna actually put this to the side because I think $40 will be enough until the next time I get paid or to hold this over for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side. You guys will see what I do with this later. But gas is gonna get $40. Okay, eating out is also gonna get 40. Do have some in here. I'm actually gonna leave this in here in case we need it for tips. So $40, 20, 30, 35, 40. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43. So $43 in here. Household is gonna get 35. We're gonna roll these $3 over, or put these to the side, should I say. So 35 for household. So 20, 30, 35. Allowance is gonna get 30. This has none left over, so we're gonna just go ahead and stuff this for 20 and 30. All right, moving on to phone. Phone is actually gonna get 21, and this should be it for this month. So we have 20, 40, 41, 42. 42. Don't mind my dog, he's psycho. Car is getting 207. So we have 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. And that will be enough for my car payment. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 414. And what I do with this is I just go deposit it into the bank and then pay it. All right, moving on to sinking funds. Up here, I'm gonna go ahead and take these out because it does not like to stay for whatever reason. Actually, let's try this. Okay, just gonna use my wallet there to hold it down. So for Baby Ramirez, his envelope is gonna get $50. So 20, 40, 50. So we have 20, 40, 50. All right, so in his envelope, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 400, 410, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 455. That's what we have here. Wedding is gonna get $40. So 20, 20, and 40. Okay, in wedding we have 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 420, 430, 440, oops, 450, 460, 465. So 465 in wedding. All right, car tags is gonna get $5. Don't judge me, I have not paid my car tags just yet. I plan on actually depositing this today. So in here we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300, 305, and 10. So we have $310, which is perfect because that's enough for my registration. I just haven't gone yet, but we're gonna go today, so that's fine. Medical is gonna get $30. Ooh, what? Here we go. So medical is gonna get 20 and 30. So in medical we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So $190 in medical. Debt snowball is gonna get 25. So we have 20 and 5. So debt snowball has 20, 25, 30. Savings is gonna get 15. So we have 10 and 15. So savings has 20 or 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. Okay, I feel like I messed up. Okay, I think this denomination is messed up because next is emergency, but then Christmas is also getting 5 and cart maintenance is getting 15. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find out what happened to my denominations. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did have the denominations wrong. I put in eating out, I put 2 5s in here when I should have just put a 10. So I just took 2 5s out of here, replaced it with the 10. So the eating out still has $43, but instead of having 2 5s, it's gonna have a 10. So we have 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. So I just took, originally this 10 was replaced with the 2 5s. I just swapped it out. So I put the 2 5s over there and replaced it with the 10. See, sometimes when you're doing your cash breakdown, I forget how many 5s I put in where and how much, or, you know, like eating out, I was like, oh, maybe I should do $5 in case we go get tips. But then I ended up just doing $10 instead of writing out 2 extra 5s that I needed. We're all good now. Everything matches. So going back to emergency, that's going to get 15. So you have 10, 15. So emergency now has 10, 20, 25, 30. All right. This binder is done. I'm actually just going to take these ones out because this one does not stay for anything. So I'm just gonna place that over to the side and work out of here. Beauty is gonna get $40. As I mentioned, I am gonna get my hair dyed. So I am super excited for that. I haven't had my hair dyed professionally in a really, really long time. So I know I'm gonna spend like all day there, but it's gonna be so worth it. I know it's gonna look gorgeous. So I need to save up for that. So beauty now has 20, 40, 50, 55. It's also really hard not to spend out of here because I've been dying to buy makeup. So I'm like telling myself, no, Anissa, this needs to go somewhere else. You don't need more makeup right now. Canez Designs is gonna get $10. $10, oops, just need 110 there, don't get carried away. So Canez Designs now has 20, 40, 50, 55. Again, this really isn't like a savings, like sinking fund. It's more just towards putting some money aside in case I need something for my business. Sticker paper, got to run to the store real quick, ink, anything like that, where I can just go and get it. This is what this is for, and I can just put money aside towards it. I don't have to worry about it coming out of like my allowance or anything like that. Travel is getting $10. $10. So travel now has 10, 20, 30, and 40. Sublimation is going to get $10 this time. I don't know if I want to keep this sinking fund. We'll see. Sublimation, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. Christmas is going to get $5. So in Christmas, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Oh no, my pen died. Okay, well, we'll just have to come back to this, count that later. Or add that later, should I say. House is gonna get $10. So now house has 15. Car maintenance is going to get 15 as well. And 5. So car maintenance, we now have 20, 30, 35, which is perfect because I actually have an oil change scheduled next week. And typically it's around 35 bucks. And then this is taxes. So taxes is going to get stuffed $30, which should be the rest of this money here. 10, 20, 30. Yep. Awesome. So now in taxes, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. $80. Not too shabby. Since I do owe the state a little bit of money for my taxes, might as well just start saving that, putting that away. So that's it for all of my sinking funds. I'm just gonna put that in there. We'll put that together later. For this leftover money here, I know I've talked about it in my first stuffing video. I do like to stuff my 1 through 200 envelope, my $200 envelope, should I say. So for instance, hopefully I can explain it a little bit better this time. Any money in my weekly check-ins that I can roll over, or not roll over, but that I don't want to roll over, I'm going to add to my envelopes. So for instance, earlier in groceries, I had $60 in groceries. I could have rolled that over. Oh no, I had $50 in groceries. I could have rolled that into this pile and added it to an envelope. But as I mentioned, since our baby shower is approaching, I thought it'd be best just to keep it in there. That way, any food, any drinks, anything like that, it's already budgeted for. We have some money set to the side. So, but the gas and household items, gas, you know, $40 should last me along. So the $10 I'll just roll over, and then $3 we'll just go ahead and roll that over as well. So this isn't money from my sinking funds. It's money from my cash envelopes. So as I mentioned, I go in my budget binder. I weekly check in to see how much I have left. By the time the next time I get paid, if I have anything left over, I'll just roll it into an envelope. So what I mean by that is we have this little envelope savings again, the $1 through $200 that's labeled. So we have $13 here. So what I think I'm gonna do is stuff the $10 and then the $3 one. That way 2 envelopes get stuffed today, and that's added to our account. So let me quickly grab that envelope. There's $3 and 10. This originally was, you know, I don't know why this is here, but this originally was like scrambled all throughout. But since I do it this way, it's easier for me just to have it labeled 1 through 200. So here's the $10 one. And then the $3 one. And this is just another savings for myself, savings challenge, should I say, for myself. I don't try to stress this challenge because originally what I was doing was I was pulling out an envelope each week or each time I got paid and stuffing that amount, whatever it was. I did find that a little bit hard for my budget because if I pulled like $174 one, it just wasn't realistic in my budget to stuff $174 in one single envelope versus allocating it to my sinking funds. So I decided to stop picking an envelope on my weekly or bi-weekly checks. And only pick an envelope if I get extra income, like my taxes. I just picked a random envelope because that money, you know, all of it wasn't going to go towards my sinking funds. So I just pulled a random one and decided to stuff that one. Or like my stimulus checks, I've done that. I'll just pull a random one, stuff it. But anything like for my paychecks from like my job, I just like to do this method. That way, at least it's something is getting stuffed. You know, $13 might not be a lot, but in the long run, when you add it all together, it's definitely going to add up. So if you haven't started yet, I highly suggest them. It's just easy, fun way to budget and save your money. I'm a frequent card swiper. I like to swipe my card and not look at how much, you know, I've spent. That's very bad. So I decided to do this budget, and so far it's helped with everything and knowing exactly where my money is going. All that being said, guys, I really hope you all enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them. It's super fun, super, you know, creative, gets those juices flowing. And I feel like sticking with my budget helps so much by doing these videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.